Hello everyone, Counterspell Hater here, back with another EDH guide. Today we're looking at Myojin of Blooming Dawn from Neon Dynasty Commander. So take your time to read it, but anyways, so let's get into it. Now you may notice an immediate problem. When it enters the battlefield, it enters the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it if you cast it from your hand. And since we're casting this from command zone, that won't happen. But we have ways to send this back to our hand. So I'll get to those after I get to these few cards. Let's begin. Nomad's assembly for, well, it's for creating a whole bunch of tokens. That way, when our commander comes in, we can create a bunch of tokens beforehand, so that we're creating a lot more spirits when our commander enters in. Well, not when it enters in, but when we take off that indestructible counter. But because it says rebound, we can do a good amount of things. So first of all, we could cast this for its regular cost before we cast our commander. Well, I guess activate its ability to remove the indestructible counter from it. So before we remove our commander's indestructible counter, we can use Nomad's assembly to create a whole bunch of tokens, and then do it again thanks to rebound, or we can cast it regularly, use our commander's ability to remove the indestructible counter and create a whole bunch of spirits after we've cast Nomad's assembly for the first time, and then when it rebounds, we'll have a lot more tokens out of that. Or you could do both after you've removed the counter from your commander. So you've got some choice. Annotate per session to double up the number of creatures made. Thanks to our commander. Divine Visitation to turn those colorless spirits into 4/4 flyers with vigilance. Cemetery Protector to kind of get rid of something at instant speed, like from a graveyard, like maybe an Ember Cruel or a Elder Gargaroth or a Crater Hoof Behemoth, and at instant speed, which is pretty nice. And then and then also this is able to make us 1/1s, so that's nice. Contagion Engine, so that when we get our commander's indestructible counter finally onto it, this thing can start giving us more of those indestructible counters. That way we can use our commander's ability multiple times by being able to proliferate, and we can start whittling away at our opponent's board while building up ours. So to return our commander to our hand, we have Agus Automaton that can return to our hand as long as we have to pay. If our commander dies, we can send it to our graveyard thanks to Angel of Flight Alabaster. This is return to a spirit from our graveyard to our hand. Yomaji for like essentially the same thing. White Mane Lion bounce our commander at instant speed. Kusukai Barricade did the same thing. For Sky Fisher, again, same thing. Dust Elemental, same thing again. Emancipation Angel, same thing. Stormfront Riders does the same thing. And whenever creatures are returned to our hand, we get 1/1s out of it. Ejanjo Free Riders do the same thing, except like, okay, the Osla. So if we lose our commander and adds its indestructible counter on it, we can keep that counter, and then we can replay our commander, proliferate thanks to Contagion Engine, and if he keeps on leaving the battlefield, then we can just do it again. Build our retreat to take advantage of landfall by either pumping up our entire board and giving it vigilance, or creating 2/2s. Deploy to the front to make us a whole bunch more tokens. Storm Herd to make us a lot of tokens. Johnny Strength and Pride to either A, get us back in the game out of bind, or just ahead with his +1. -2 to make a rather big boy, or 0 to just outright wipe your opponent's board. And then allow you to storm in. Smothering Tide to give us more permanence when our commander enters in, and give us mana fixing if need be. Sword of Animus does the same thing except with land, so that way if our opponent plays destroy all artifacts like Assure Command. Yeah. That way it doesn't as hard. Seraphic Greatsword to make some 4/4s and help us when attacking the player with the most life, like attacking white players. Compassionate Orator to help us gain life. Odric Master Tactician as a possible win condition due to us being able to choose blockers if we meet the conditions. Thorough Investigation to give us an advantage for when we attack, allowing us to create more permanents that can also sacrifice themselves to draw us cards. But whenever we sacrifice blue, we also venture into the dungeon. So that could lead to us venturing into the dungeon of the Mad Mage, or like some other great dungeons that can really help us out. Archaeomancer's Map to help us ramp, since there's always going to be someone who's going to pull ahead of us in a sense of lands. Like there's got to be a green player at the table always. Oketra the True, give us a board state and hurry, and a double striking indestructible god. And we can meet the attack and block conditions pretty easily. Angelic Exaltation for if we need to stay back for some reason and not attack, but if we still want to attack, we can. And the lonely attacking creature will get buffed up. Archangel of Tides to make it difficult for our opponents to attack us and to block our creatures from when we are attacking them. Lithoform Engine to double up triggered or activated abilities of our commander, but also maybe like our other stuff. So, and also you could copy like Deploy to the Front, Storm Herd, or any of the other instants and switchers like that listed in this deck, or can just copy a permanent spell. Be really useful. Land Tax to help us find lands to play from our hand. Druidic Satchel to either A, make us kind of a bit of an army at a good pace, help us ramp, or gain us life. Either way, benefiting us pretty greatly. Soul's Attendant, help us gain life. Kithkin Rabble, just a big creature that can attack and block. Jackson's Blessed by the Sun to gain us even more life because we're mono white. Why not? What's stopping us, really? Except for a black board wipe, like Damnation and something, or whatever, or your Cyclonic Rift. Bastard Cats, to either A, give something indestructible and a plus counter, allow us to create a whole bunch of 1/1 tokens whenever we attack with this -2, or to give us an emblem with his -6 to give us a token at the beginning of our upkeep and then bump up our entire board. Keeper of the Accord to kind of keep us in the game, help us ramp and create an army since we're probably going to be behind in one of those departments. Grand Abolisher to make it more difficult on our opponents to interact with us. Well, especially during our turn. Soul Warden, gain us even more life. Future Priest, to help us gain life and drain our opponents. Murder Investigation for in case like a big creature of ours dies, like Kipkin Rabble, create a whole bunch of tokens. Reverence Hope Light, since we're playing mono whites, of course we're going to be taking advantage of the devotion. And even Angel of Heliod to do the same thing. Nyx Lotus, again, same thing. Forsaken Monuments to turn our colorless 2/1/1s into colorless 3/3s. And give us benefits for tapping for colorless mana or for casting colorless spells. You know, we're probably not doing that often, but if we would be casting Orchestra's Monument, in that case, we would be doing Orchestra's Monument to cheapen the cost of our spells and to give us kind of a board whenever, since we're casting creature spells, maybe. Drog Skull Cavalry to take advantage of the fact that these tokens that we are creating with our commander are going to be spirits. If it isn't from Divine Visitation, if not, oh well. This can also create spirits, even better ones, I'll add. Ashnod's Ultra for mana fixing. Windrous Kites, you know. Arch of Araska, because, you know, Ascend. Allows us to draw cards, if need be. High Markets allows us to sacrifice creatures if we don't need them. And then we have 47 basic planes. And with that, the end of this commander guide starring Myojin of Looming Dawn. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. We're only at 18 subscribers. Thank you to all those who have been subscribed up to this point. And for those who are thinking about subscribing, I encourage you to. We're only 2 subs away from 20 subs social. Well, 20 subscribers, I should say, 20. Yeah, 20 subs special. Woohoo. Subscribe anyways. Like, comment. If you're the first one to comment, you can pick out the commander for the next episode I may be doing. And I'll try and do it in a future episode as soon as possible. So just type in the name that you want, whether it's custom or legit like this one. Make sure, as long as I can find it. But comment anyways. I like feedback. I love the feedback I've been getting anyways. Thank you to those who have been giving me feedback. Oh, and hit the notification bell that way you don't miss any of my new videos. And don't forget to share this video along with other videos you may not have seen on my channel with others. And watch those videos as well. Anyways, I will see you guys. Bye-bye.